The people of Al-Bab take their captured tank on a victory lap. The Assad army has fled the town and the prized military assets are in the people's hands. Crates of ammunition, anti-aircraft guns and the howitzer that fired shells on the town for weeks.
After 1.5 years, we feel victory is close. These weapons of Bashar al-Assad were used against us. Now they are ours. Our fighters were martyred for this, but our children also died for this.
At the abandoned army base, the spent casings of shells fired randomly into civilian homes, and one more poster of Assad to denigrate. In town, they have to find a parking space for the tank. The freeing of the base and the capturing of this tank doesn't mean that all the danger is over for Al-Bab. There is still a threat from the air. This town has had planes and helicopters flying over it almost every day. This tank is hidden under this tree now to prevent the Assad Air Force from trying to find it and blowing it up. And sure enough, the fighter plane returned on another bombing run, firing cannons and rockets. For nearly 2 weeks, Free Army fighters had besieged the base, probing its vulnerabilities, while the Syrian army hit back with its tanks, snipers and artillery. But inside the base, conditions deteriorated. This young Syrian army soldier was shot by his own side as he escaped over the wall. The field hospital in Al-Bab saved his life. He told us the Syrian army were not treating its wounded, and 30 soldiers had died or been executed in the past week. At one of the Free Army Brigade bases, 2 more soldiers captured by opposition fighters told us food had run out and most soldiers wanted to escape but were too afraid.
We feel both anger and compassion. Anger because they've killed so many people here, but compassion because their commanders are forcing them to kill.
The captured soldiers were not detained. The Free Army calls their families to come and collect them. They also call the base on the soldiers' cell phones, trying to negotiate a complete surrender. But there's no breakthrough, so the Free Army brings in homemade rockets and fires them at the base. Early the next morning, the Syrian army makes a break for it and escapes. Opposition fighters regain the base without a bloody final battle. But the army leaves behind its dead. Some of them, with hands bound, do appear to have been executed. These soldiers are buried in the town's cemetery, alongside the men who died fighting them. A bittersweet victory in Al-Bab, because so many Syrians died in the process. Anita McNaught, Al Jazeera, Aleppo Province.